Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jesse Rush with Flinga Bows, and I wanted to show you something here. This is a hiking bag that I found, believe it or not, in the trash. It is completely functional. There's not a thing wrong with it. It's brand new. It's pretty awesome. So I want to show you a couple things. Hang on. So this bag is virtually empty, but it has the frame on it. It's got a nice area here for the back. It's nice and tight, so the backpack itself doesn't touch you. It's got a belt strap that goes around your waist along with the shoulder straps. Your shoulders sit here, and it goes up that much higher over your back. So it's a very nice pack, to say the least. Also, I would like to add that it has the durability and the changeability to either lock in, like it is right there, or it can come unlocked from the frame. The way this is done, both of this side is unlocked. And the way it's done is, let's see if I can set this up. The way it's done is you take these, slide them through these holes, and turn them sideways, and that locks it. Do the same down here with this one, in through the hole, and it locks it. See it probably better with the light on. So anyway, pretty cool, but it's also, the versatility of this thing is awesome, because if you want to take it off, take the straps off so you can lift this up. It's got these tough spots on the bottom of the bag that you can put your sleeping bag and stuff like that underneath here. Keeps it up off your butt. It's a very versatile pack. Now, believe it or not, the bag isn't all that there was to this thing. I literally found this in my neighbor's garbage. It was full of VCR tapes. I got rid of all them. But it had some other things in it too. For instance, it had sunscreen. It had a magnifying glass. It had a Farium rod or Farium stick. And it very much looks like they have chipped away pieces of this. I was not aware that that was possible to do, but maybe it is. Or maybe with this brand it is. You see here how this is worn away? Maybe they shaved it into a pile and then struck the Farium rod into it and made the fire. It's a cool thing to know. Anyways, moving along. I found this stuff in here as well, in the same bag. This is a full camping kit. I'll open it up and show you guys. Okay, here we have the full camp cooking kit. A measuring cup. If you can see inside there, you can actually measure with this thing. To boil water, sterilize water. You could really boil water in any of these. But, and a frying pan. And obviously the handle flips over and holds them all in there with a little wing nut. The lid can go on there. It can actually go in there too. And it can even go in here. I mean, it can just hold things down, whatever. But it's made for this one. So, you could boil your water in here, put it in here. This kit also came with something else that's very cool. It came with this thing. I'm going to set this up and show you how it looks and what it does. Okay, here's the thing set up. Here's all the sides of it, as you can see. And what it does is it holds a little grill. Here's a homemade one I made. But it holds a grill in there, a little camp stove. Whatever kind you use. I think it says what it takes. Hang on, I'll look for it. It says right here, use only 7-ounce sterno canned heat. But obviously, you can use more than that. I mean, I found the thing in the trash. Pretty awesome little grill, though. I found all of this in this bag. So keep your eyes peeled for the trash, guys. I mean, this is a full-fledged camping cooking set. And what I did is I just made my little my can stove, which you just take some denatured alcohol, and you can pack that in something real small, like, say, this hot sauce container. You can see that next to my hand. It's pretty small compared to this. So you know, once this is gone, this hot sauce, you could fill that full of denatured alcohol. Take the denatured alcohol, dump it into your stove when you stop and you're thirsty, and you grab some ditch water. Fill this guy right here up with ditch water. Let that sucker go, cook, which I showed it in my video earlier. The thing definitely works. Stick it on here. Now, you can place things directly on this grill. That's the way this grill's designed. The soda can grill. You can just stick it right on there like that. But this cooker, the cool thing about this is, when you close this like that, the sides are made of aluminum. They're very shiny, and it gives off a lot of the heat, and it really pushes it back towards the device that you're trying to cook, and it really does a good job at it. So this is a great cooker. So if you got your stove going in here and you pop this sucker up on top of it, cook your water, maybe, you know, I don't know, something you foraged for, something you killed, some food you brought with you. You know, boil some water, sterilize some water, whatever. I just think that's pretty awesome that I found that in the garbage. So I went ahead and made this, the soda pop stove to go with. As long as you have all this stuff with you, the only thing you're going to need out in the wilderness is a dime or a penny or a nickel, because these holes right here are like a valve for your stove. These holes around the side obviously push the flame out. You know, I explained this in the other video. But you'll need to have a dime, a penny, or maybe even some kind of flat little round chert rock or something that you can find. That's pretty much it. Anyways, just wanted to show you guys that. I found this a while ago. I've been meaning to make a video showing the hiking bag and the camping stuff that came in it. But I just haven't gotten around to it. A couple other things I keep in here. A bunch of rope. And some tent stakes. I bring tent stakes with me, metal tent stakes, good ones, not the cheap plastic ones. These actually were in the bag when I found it too. But these things are worth gold in the woods. You can sharpen these tips on a rock, make an incredible fishing spear out of this. I've done this before. You can make hunting weapons out of these, booby traps out of these. And that's not even to say that you can stake these into the ground, use your rope that you brought, and I personally carry either an 8x8 tarp, a canvas tarp, a painter's drop cloth, something like that with me, so that I can instantly have a shelter, and these stakes will come in huge handy for that too. So anyways, that's a look at just my empty survival, wouldn't even say survival, my hiking bag. But yeah, my survival bag, my bug out bag. But that's it when it's just empty. That's when there's nothing in it, except for that's the stuff that just never leaves the bag. Obviously, if I were to go somewhere, I would load it full of more stuff. The reason it's so empty is this is my day pack. And inside my day pack, it's set up for bow hunting right now, but there is tons more stuff. Like, for instance, a snake bite kit. I am down here in Florida, and snakes are a problem. I've also added some things to this, a little bit of first aid, pair of tweezers. I've actually used this a couple times already, not for snakes, but for smaller stuff. In this top pouch, I have another barium rod striker. I have a knife sharpener and a fish hook sharpener. And I have just a couple of cutting increments. Here's a flint little knife with some leather tongue on it. A multi-tool. There's a Swiss Army knife in here too, I believe. A small one. A Swiss Army knife with American flag, because I'm not Swiss. On the side of the pouch, I have this scent control for when I'm hunting. My hat here. I have a gourd hanging on the wall. But no, this is my knife pocket. In this pocket I have several knives. I like to keep 2 or 3 on me at all times. This one here is it's a hunting knife by Winchester. It's okay. It's pretty sharp. Sticking in my homemade moccasins down there. This is a survival knife, and it's ridiculously big, but it works real good for chopping trees and building shelters. And it has the removable handle, the hollow handle, and it's hard to do with one hand. But inside there's fishing hooks, fishing line, sewing thread, sewing needle, matches. And I believe at the bottom of the handle I also added an arrowhead, a flint-napped arrowhead, like these guys. And then the last thing in here is my Bear Grylls survival knife. That the handle broke on me when I was batoning it to cut down a mangrove tree, which I actually ended up giving that mangrove tree to my friend Allergic Hobbit on YouTube. So the handle broke, so I took a pig femur bone, which is also hollow. Survival knife? I don't know. Stick some survival knife stuff in there, some fish hooks and stuff. Plug it with a piece of cork or something. Good idea. Anyway, whittle a piece of wood that fits it. Anyway. Sorry. So I went ahead and took white-tailed deer sinew and hide glue and hafted this knife into here, and it's insanely tight. I mean, this thing is tight. And all my knives, I keep them insanely sharp, as you should. And then I went over the whole thing with polyurethane. I also went over this, I painted this black with a natural pigment, and then I went over it. Or maybe I just used acrylic paint. I might have just used acrylic paint to paint that black. I don't know why I even did that. But and then I used wood glue over the top of the hide glue to make it waterproof. Titebond 2, so it's weatherproof. This was just an old bone that I found in the woods. I didn't kill this pig, but I found the whole pig body, so I know it was a pig. It's actually on a video I have on here called How to Collect a Stave or something. But anyway, so I didn't want to get rid of that blade because Gerber makes good steel. Those are the 3 knives that stay in that day pack. This is my day pack. And then this one stays in my pocket at all times. And it's just a cheap Harbor Freight knife, holds a good blade, holds a good edge, and it's like my work knife, stays real nice and sharp. Here are some bow shooting stuff. There's my bow 3-finger glove, my arm guard, cut off glove for my left hand. Here is a waterproof bag. Not a cheap one either. This is not a plastic bag. If you look closely, you might not be able to see it, but it's an actual like parachute windbreaker material type, almost like a tent material. It's very nice to have. It's priceless. It's freaking priceless to have one of these. See if there's anything else cool in here. No, that's pretty much it for my day pack. And that's just to take off during the day. Then I usually throw these guys in the mix too when I'm going to take off. Some primitive knives, just because I need to know that I'm going to be safe. And a good way to do that is make sure that you got plenty of knives. So if I got all these knives with me, I think I'll be okay. This is obsidian. The yellow one's flint. There's another flint knife. Anyway, and then usually I'll pop this guy in the sack with me too, just because my son wants to try it. Just because it's a flute that I made. It's a Cherokee whistle, 4-holed whistle. Sure, buddy. You got to cover all the holes like that. It's hard to do one-handed. Here. Cover all the holes. Good job, buddy. So anyway, that's my survival kit. I also like to bring binoculars. I think that they are super, 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 super important. You can cover, 400 or 500 yards. These are really dirty on the lenses, but they can be cleaned in a couple of seconds. But you can cover a ton of land without moving. You can stay in the shade, stay cool, don't waste carbohydrates that you need, and burning energy, and just stay in one spot and glass the area that you're trying to check out. I either bring one of my primitive Osage orange bows, or this bow right here if I'm in an island area. This is my fishing bow. This is a Mulberry Cherokee D bow, or I bring my Fred Bear Montana longbow. This is a 55-pound and 28-inch bow. The gourd is, a gourd. And what I have in there is a bone whittled down into a spear fishing device. I would use this to fish and basically just, shoot out of an arrow. I'd haft it to an arrow or a spear. That's a primitive kit that I'm trying to put together. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too long. But mainly, I just wanted to really show that. I mean, I found all this stuff in one trash, my neighbor's trash, and it's a perfectly good hiking bag. So keep your eyes open, dude. You see that little thing on the side of the road, stop and check it out because it might be worth its weight in gold. All right, I'm Jesse Rush with Flinga Bows, and I hope this video was enjoyable. Hope you guys like my bald head. I have kids, and I think I might have got lice. So instead of getting the whole lice treatment, I look stupid with a bald head, but who cares, right? Anyways, get out in the woods, have some fun. And soon I will be videotaping from Wisconsin, and the woods are much more lush up there. There's waterfalls, rivers. I'm in South Florida right now. It's pretty much a swamp, and it's 150 degrees outside all day and night and everything, so I'm not doing nothing right now. But soon I will be in lush paradise, and especially for primitive hunting people, things that are in the, people that are into things I'm into. It's gonna be awesome. So anyway, stay updated with my channel because I'm gonna start posting some really cool stuff. All right, guys. As always, Jesse Rush of Flinga Bows. Take it easy. Say bye, Tegan.
Bye.
Say later.
Later, I'm putting a whistle away.
You putting the whistle away? Good boy. Also, another good thing is to have a trail cam. Even it's the cheapest one. It's by Moultrie. It's the cheapest one I can find at Bass Pro. And it works great. This is my son's bow. My 3-year-old's bow right here. This one is too. This is a Cherokee Mulberry one. Not this one. This one's 45 pounds, but this one's like 20 pounds. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Peace.